Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. This is your Hippydippypainerman coming at you from beautiful Key Largo, Florida. And welcome to the Fluid Art Tutorial lesson number 5. And also to the Fluid Art Express, our lovely little collaboration that we do every week. Today's special guest is Wisner from ArtLor. And I'll be putting her link up on the screen right now. Welcome, and we're glad you came with us. Today's tutorial is going to be on the use of the skewer for embellishment. Now, I am not the master of the skewer, but I like to think I can show you a few techniques that you can use. So, we're going to be using old colors today, and the old colors are Origami, Magnum Magenta, Forage Poppy, along with Golden's red mixing paint, and a golden iridescent fine copper. These are the same colors that I used last week. So if you want to know the exact deal on them, then just go back and look at last week's and it'll tell you. Also, I am an eye candy affiliate. If you would like to get some eye candy colors, then you just go to my description and you will see a link there that will take you to eye candy, to my special link there. If you use my super secret password, then you will get 10% off on your purchases from them. Going to be using Sherwin-Williams white for our base, and I'm working on 6-inch tiles. Let's lay us down a line of color. Let's start with the darkest color, being the red. Go ahead and put us a line of that across. Put a little bit of this down. Remember, always stir your paints before you use them. These paints have been reconstituted, some of them were just fine from the other day. You want to check your textures, make sure they're right. You want to make sure that normally you would want to make sure that your canvas is level, but because I'm just showing you these techniques, I'm not real worried about it. We're going to go with the magenta next. And last color being the origami. Alright, I'm going to use a black CA on this first part of it. See what we get. I think I'm going to use this round one too. And we'll see how well that comes out. And as we were talking about last week, you can blow down in that a little bit and kind of help it develop. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a little blow in a few places. Gently. Okay, guys. There is no wrong in doing these techniques. I'm just going to show you just a few things that you can do. You do your own thing, man. Do it the way you want to do it. And you know what? If it doesn't come out great, big deal. Big deal. Scrape it if you want to. If it's not awful, keep it. The first thing I'm going to show you is a technique that is used quite often by my BFF little sister, Kayleen, also known as Bubbles, over at Venom Fluid Arts. And she likes to do a thing she calls tying your shoelace. So the way you do that is you come in here like this. You start out here, I think. And I may have this wrong. And you do it like that. Okay? And you go to her channel and check her out, and she will show you the way she does it. I think this is right, but you know, I don't know. There you go. It's like she does a little figure 8, and then she comes out on the edge. Now, I think that's it. She might do a little curly Q out there like that, but that's one of the ways you can do it, okay? Then you can also just go through and just do this. You can just start out here, and you can just go like that, okay? Which is, you know, just a thing, man. Just a thing to do. Okay? And then, you know, you take it and you spin it out. And there you go. Just a wild little design, see? And you can take and, you know, you can, these here are a little bit straight. I don't think she does her straight like that. You can take those and you can go in there and curl those up, make them look kind of neat, like that. There we go. Maybe come from in here and do that. You can take these on this side and do the same thing. Now see, my hands are shaky too. You know, y'all might not have shaky hands, so it might make it a little easier for you to do than it does for me. I don't know. But that's one way of doing it. I'm going to go from here, actually. Bring that one out too. And there you go. There's a nice little center swipe piece. Now, I'm spin that out a little bit. Let's see what our depth is. All right, that looks good. That looks good. So that'll be our first demo. We're going to go ahead and fire it off right quick. And there we are. That would be the first one on this little tour. All right, project number 2. Let's take a look at this. Hey, Dad, can I art? Buster, I'm not doing anything right now. Well, can I say hello? Okay, come say hello. Hello, everyone. I'm Buster the Crab, and ain't I really fab? I hope everybody out there today is at least 50% as happy as I am. Yeah, thanks, Buster. Thanks for checking in with us. All right, we're going to go ahead and, let me see. Today, on this one, we're going to do us a purple background. Kristey, I hope you're enjoying this. Purple, purple, purple. All right, guys. Let's just do us a little bloom on this one. Just do a little one so we can show you some techniques on it.
Takes over every time.
Well, it's going to be on the bottom, so we don't care if it takes over. Put a little bit of that on. And then we're going to put a little bit of bronzy copper on top of that. And I think I'm going to put a spot of red on top of that. I'm doing this a little backwards from the way I normally do it, but just doing a little extra, a little bit different on the color run. Normally I go dark to light, but I'm going to go ahead and do it like that. I'm not going to put any, origami on this time.
Good idea.
Going to use a white CA this time. Put that in the center. And I think I might put, let's see what orange looks like on there. I think that's going to look really pretty together. We will see if it works. We don't know that yet. So let's get out the world's smallest blow dryer here, or leaf blower, or whatever you want to call it. I used to call it Franco just to give it a name because Darren and Bubbles called theirs George. Wasn't it George? You know what they called theirs?
Yeah, but Franco or Fredo or whatever his name was, he died and we had to get a new one.
Yeah, Franco died, so we got a new one. This one's, I think we're going to call this one Enzo. After Enzo Ferrari, who had, the orange Ferraris with the black stripes. So, Enzo. Here's Enzo. Again, as we were taught last week on these blooms, you're going to start high, and you're going to come in right on the center of them. And what you do is you push down until you spread out the SCA, okay? And then, slowly but surely, you go out to the edges. Alrighty. Well, that orange was a good idea, wasn't it? Isn't that pretty? The best thing to do, guys, every time, the best thing to do is to go ahead and do a test swipe on every one of your CAs before you use them, and that way you won't end up wasting paint. Today I have been a very bad boy, lazy hippie, and I haven't checked on that stuff. So, all right, let's go ahead and blow down on this a little bit. That is looking pretty darn cool. I love this. See if that gives us any more. Now, what type of embellishments can we do on this, guys? Well, we can take and go into the areas where the paint did not get pushed. I'm just going to go from here, and we're going to go ahead and do a swirly on the edges, which I have done before. I'm going to go across here and come out there. Now, each time that you lift up your little skewer there, you make sure you take a paper towel and wipe off the tip of it. Otherwise, you're going to be contaminated from other stuff. So let's go in here again. Do that. Okay, so that's one way you can do it. Now, I'm going to do these other ones that are out. Every other one I'm going to do like that. So let's start in here. Let's go. And we'll go around to this one. Alright, so that's all we're doing. We're just no big deal, okay? Another way you can do it is what I call the palm frond effect. There's people call it the leaf, people call it different stuff. You never know. Some people don't even have a name for it, they just do it. Here's another way I do it. I go in here and I start like right here. And I go. And then I do the other side same way. And then I go here. And then I go here. And here. And here. And here. And here. And you notice I'm wiping that in between each one. And then here in the center, you can either go down in there, or you can go right here and you can go like that. Isn't that pretty? That's one way you can do it. Now, another way you can do it, I'm going to do all three of these different, okay? Just because I'm showing you. Normally, I would try and make them symmetrical because I'm a symmetrical kind of guy. But since I'm showing you how to do this, I'm going to do them all different. All right. So here's another way you can do it. You can start right in here, and you can go around, out, and back in, okay? Then you go your second one, go around, and you curve. Then you go around, and you curve. Then you go around and curve. Then you go around and curve. And you go around and curve. Then you go in here, see? Now that it's done, it makes sure you got a swirl there. See there? That's another thing you can do with it. Now, what else can you do? Well, you can do just about anything you like, guys. But these are just ideas you can work with. Another thing you can do is you can do what I call the loop effect. Like I say, everybody's got their own way of doing things, okay? I call this the loop effect. We're going to start right here, and we're going to go, and then we're going to go, and then we're going to go, like that. That's another way you can do it. And you can take this little area right here, looks like it's supposed to go like that. See? If you see an area and you think, oh, well, that would be cool if it was like this, well, go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and bring this part in here. Okay. And let's take this little bubble and take it that way. And we'll pull in here and take that way. And let's go ahead and take this and do the same thing with it, just so it looks cool. There we go. Now guys, there's no wrong way to do this. Let me see here. Oh, gosh.
In the middle.
If you look at that, I don't know if you can see that in the light there. There's almost no paint there already, and I happen to like my design. You spin to keep it to get the paint off of it. You spin to keep it from cracking. If there's no cracks and you don't need to, why spin? All right, we're gonna lift this up. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off the edges. All right, guys, let's do us another bloom. What the heck? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is something you will rarely see on the Hippie channel. That is what we call a scraper. Let's get rid of that and start again. Alrighty. Yeah, the black didn't want to do its thing, man. So we're just going to try it like this, see what we get. Come to me, sweet Enzo. Mr. Ferrari himself here. Here we go. This is yet another thing. You can use anything to embellish with, okay? These are sold at the dollar store here. I'm sure they've got something comparable over in Europe. I don't know. But some sort of a discount store.
They're just little cocktail forks.
Just little cocktail forks. They're plastic, just like the plastic spoons I use. And you get a package of like, I don't know, like 20 of them probably, maybe more, for $1 there. So you can take something like this and you can start out here and you can just go real slowly with this one and just go through here.
Don't mess those cells up, dear.
You see how I'm just running around in circles here? Okay, now I'm going to take, and I'm going to take this and go ahead and separate them. Here, can y'all see how little amount of paint there is on there? Now, you don't always, people want to spin, and that's great, you know. But, you know, if you've got a design and you like it and you don't have super depth on it, you know, you don't always have to spin that thing. And this is pretty shallow. I'm digging the shallowness of it, so it should be okay. Now, I might be wrong. Y'all stick around to the end because I'll be taking pictures of it dry, and you never know. I may have cracks in them. Okay, guys, that would conclude today's Fluid Art Express and the Fluid Art tutorial number 4. I hope you saw everybody in our little express train today. If you did not, you can go back into my description and you can hit the play all link in there, sit back and enjoy them. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys, because I always forget that myself. Please subscribe to us if you haven't already. Please subscribe to our special guest today. Comment, because we love to see your comments. If you have any questions on today's tutorial, please go ahead and put them in there. I will try to answer them as soon as possible. And if you're a person that's been doing this for years and you had to put up with my long-winded class, I'm so sorry. You should have fast-forwarded to the end. All right, stick around. Don't go anywhere, because I'm going to have some wet flybys and some dry pictures to come. But I'm going to do my closeout right now. Until I see you again. Same time, same channel. Peace out. All right, guys, as promised, let's do our flyby right quick. Here's number one. The center swipe with the shoelaces method. Here's number two. This is the bloom with the multiple techniques. And number three, last but not least, yet another bloom with some cool techniques. Alrighty, and we will get you dry pictures right behind this.
Giving it all away.